Well, first of all, let me say Happy New Year to everybody. I'm just driving over here, parked the car a little bit, and I was just thinking, I need to start putting out videos all the time. So I'm going to start making this at least 3, 4 times a week type of thing. But got some big plans for 2011. It's a big year. A lot of people their eyes are going to be opened up after the year is done. They're going to see exactly how much the world changes this year. And what people aren't going to understand is they're going to say it's a natural cycle of things, and I understand all that. But it's 2011, and even though it's a universal 4 year, it still has the 11 in the back end. And I've told people many times what that 11 means. It's basically a very, very, very strong vibrational energy. And whenever you see 11s around, and I'll go into this for a second. 9/11, the first plane to hit, on 9/11 was Flight 11. It's a joke what goes on. New York City 11 letters, Afghanistan 11 letters, Pentagon 11 letters. The day we attacked Afghanistan in retaliation for 9/11. Yeah, right. But anyways, it happened on 10/7/2001. Take out the zeros. 1721 again 11. So I'm expecting a lot of big events, and I just thought just tell you about a few of them that I think is going to happen. Number one thing I see happening is, hate to say it to my friends up north, but Canada, you guys kind of escaped the recession. Not as good as China, obviously. You're not in an economic boom, but you're not hurting like the United States has since 2008. But yeah, 2011 is your year, Canada. Those housing prices are as inflated as middle relief pitcher in Major League Baseball. I need to get better with that type of stuff, but I will, I promise. And you guys are going to get hit this year. The housing market's going to crash. Most of your exports go to the United States, and that's not a winner right now. Trust me on that. So expect Canada to be hit this year. I'm expecting a big event to happen on 11/11/2011, but I can promise you one will happen. One will happen on 12/21/2012. Do the math with me, folks. 12/21/2012. Again, adds up to an 11. It's amazing that people don't get this stuff. One of the key things I always like to tell people is look at how they ended World War I. They ended it on 11/11 at 11 o'clock, which means they were still fighting, shooting bullets at each other at 10:55. But at 11 o'clock, that's when they signed it. And a lot of people don't understand what that means, but I do. The reason they signed the peace treaty for the war to stop on that day was because there is no peace on 11s. You don't sign peace treaty on 11s because they'll never work, and they knew that. A lot of historians will tell you the Versailles Treaty, the war reparations that Germany was made to pay after they lost World War One, that led to Hitler. And World War One led to World War Two. And if you honestly think about it, if there was no Hitler and no Nazi Germany, there most likely wouldn't be a state of Israel today. And what I mean by that is, because of the world's sympathy about the atrocities that Hitler committed against the Jews, they basically got their own homeland in 1948, and that was a direct result, at least in my opinion, of Adolf Hitler and what he did. But getting back on point, expect a lot more videos from me. I'm gonna start educating the public the best way I can because God knows they didn't listen to me before. I swear I used to call these talk shows up in 2006, 2007. The economy's gonna collapse. I'm telling you, the economy's gonna collapse. Listen to me, the housing market's gonna go bust. People laughed. Yeah, that can't happen to America. This is the United States of America. That'll never happen. But I went to state politicians in 2006 and told them to invest in the euro. And what I mean by then was in 2006, I knew the euro was going to jump, and which it did. It jumped from 116 to 160 against the dollar, but the euro is a canned investment this year, too. I expect the euro to take a big hit this year. As soon as Spain needs a bailout, whoo, that currency's done. uh, so much in store for this year. The one good thing I will say is a lot more people are going to wake up in 2011. That's one good point. I expect, numerology and astrology to make leaps and bounds this year when it comes to, being taken as mainstream from information by the public. And, trust me, I don't read those BS horoscopes either. Because it's not the astrology. To the critics out there, it's not the astrology, it's the practitioner. So obviously, if you have some guy, playing, who doesn't know jack shit about numerology or astrology, of course his, readings are going to be BS. Basically, look at it like this. Imagine going to a baseball game and, having to pay and watch Michael Jordan try to hit a curveball. He obviously can't do it. That's not going to be a good example of the type of hitters that are in the league. But, if you take a guy like Michael Jordan maybe in the NBA, yeah, you got something there, don't you? Before I'm going to babble on just for a few more seconds, but it's kind of interesting for all the doubters out there that the top basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, and the top football player of all time, at least in my opinion, Jim Brown, a lot of people would say that too, are born on the exact same day and they both have the exact same numerology number. Same thing about Tiger Woods and LeBron James, the two most recognized athletes in the world today, the two richest athletes in the world today, and they both got hit around the same time. People just don't get it, do they? All right, folks, that's enough. Bye-bye.